So do you love EUCs? Do you have a EUC? Are you thinking about getting one? Are you scared of getting hurt? Do you think that you're incapable of learning to ride one? Do you think that you just don't have the skill? Anybody can ride these things. Anybody. I have never considered myself to be somebody that's just naturally strong. You know, I work out and I feel like I struggle to build muscle. And I never have felt like I'm stronger than a lot of the other people. And I've never considered myself exceptionally, well balanced or agile or somebody that excels at sports. I never really played any sports in school. I do play a little tennis, but I'm not that great. And here I am riding one of these things like, it's almost an extension of my body. Am I the best? Hell no. I ride with guys that are way better than me. But it's still fun. You don't have to be excellent to have fun. And you can do it safely. You don't have to push the limits all the time. You don't have to speed like a bat out of hell everywhere you go. I've already said that, you kind of want to. When you get good and you get comfortable on the EUC, you want to go faster and faster. You want to push the limits of yourself and the wheel, but you don't have to. You're new, you can start out slow. And I've even told people, slow riding like this, you can even do it without the safety gear, because I can jump off the wheel right now and land on my feet. This is a good time for me to air out my brain and get a little wind through the hair. But yeah, I've already told you, I'm scared of getting hit by a car and I'm scared of having a head injury. So I am wearing my safety gear, but this is how sure I feel about this kind of riding. You could do this kind of riding, this very elementary or beginning style riding without any safety gear. At any time, I can jump off the wheel and land on my feet. I could land on one foot if I wanted to. I'm going real slow here. So I don't think this is dangerous at all. I could twist an ankle. I could jump off and twist an ankle. That would hurt. But I'm not so much worried about a twisted ankle as I am a head injury and brain damage. So I don't think I'm going to get brain damage doing what you're watching right now, But I'll tell you what, man. When I start riding fast, the helmet goes on and it stays on. I've gotten, since my injury and almost getting taken out by a car recently, I've gotten really apprehensive about riding around traffic, motor vehicle traffic that is. Not only that, but I've gotten apprehensive about riding, period. Over the last month, I have done less and less riding since I started. When I started this back last October, I was riding every day off. Sometimes I would even ride after work. So I was riding every chance that I could because I loved it. I couldn't get enough of it. It was something new and exciting, and I wanted to get better and better. And I still love it. It's still exciting and I still want to get better and better. But man, I'm scared. I'm scared of hurting myself and, having permanent injury. I don't even want to have temporary injury because that means, I'm going to be struggling. I'm going to be limping or dealing with bandages or struggling at work to work while injured. I don't even want to have a temporary injury, but more importantly, worse than that is permanent injury. And, I may have a permanent injury right now. Excuse me. I may have permanent injury right now with regard to the dizziness issue I have. It's been 3 months and it hasn't gone away. I'm still dizzy every time I get out of bed. Not for very long, only usually less than 30 seconds, you know? And I'm scared, you know? Plus, coming into contact, or almost coming into contact with that car a couple weeks ago really scared me, because man, 35 miles an hour, a car pulls right in front of me and I could just see it. Oh my God, I'm gonna hit that car and go flying over the top of that car. And luckily it didn't happen. I was able to slow and maneuver around it, but damn it, I was scared. And I'm apprehensive around vehicles now. Is it worth it, you know, riding something so dangerous? And why is this more dangerous than riding a bike? Excuse me. Yeah, so many people ride bikes around cars every day. Well, they get hurt too by these cars. But why is it more dangerous? I'll be honest with you. It's more dangerous because it's a lot faster. I pass bikes nonstop, you know? I just passed a bike right now. I've already passed half a dozen bikes on this ride, you know? I'm faster than anything else on the road, you know, other than cars or a motorcycle. But I'm faster than any bike. So, you know, you may say, okay, well, why do you have to ride so fast? Well, I don't have to ride so fast, but man, when you get on one of these things, and for those of you that aren't familiar with them or are really new to them, it's addictive. You know, it's like a drug. You get on these things and you want more and more because it's so exhilarating, it's so exciting. It's like having a superpower. I mean, it's faster than any bike can take you, and it doesn't require a lot of effort, you know? I'm not out of breath. I could do 40 miles an hour and not break a sweat. Now, when you're new, you won't be able to do that because it takes some skill to do it safely and with some stability. But man, once you get comfortable on these things and you have that skill and the stability and the peace of mind knowing that you can control the EUC, you know, you just want to push limits. And I do. And that's the whole point of it, you know? It's exciting, it's fun. And it's unique, you know? I ride around these parks and these trails, and people don't know what the hell they're seeing when they see me. They're like, what in the world is that? And they want to know more about it, and they want to see me, and they want to watch me. And that's one of the problems, is cars. They see you, and they're like astonished. So they just stop right there in your path, you know, so that they can get an eyeful. It's like, you know, when they roll up on an accident or something, you know, people slow down to stop to see what they can see at the accident. Well, it's the same thing when they see one of these or somebody riding one of these. They just want to see what that's all about. The problem is they stop, you know, you might be at an intersection, a four-way stop, and, you know, you're waiting for them. They have the right of way, and you're waiting for them to proceed, and they don't, you know. It's like they don't know how to act. See, he has no reason to stop, but he's gonna stop because he thinks he's doing the gentleman thing to do. Go and get out of my way. You follow the rules of the road, and I will too, you know. We'll handle a four-way stop just like you normally would. Anyway, I'm glad that I'm getting back out here. It does feel good to be on the EEC again. The veteran patent feels good to be on the patent. The patent loves to be at about 35 miles an hour. It is a comfort zone at 35. Of course, you could go slower and you can go faster too. But when you're pushing the upper 30s, lower 40s, patent is working kind of hard, straining a little bit. It'll do it, but I never do more than 40 miles an hour very long, you know. I'll hit 42 or so and then start backing off because, you know, I want to keep that safety barrier there. This is a fun incline. I want to keep that safety margin there. See? And when you're pushing the limits of the wheel, that safety barrier gets smaller and smaller. And if you don't back off, it'll drop you. Yes, I've been dropped before a couple of times, and it never is pretty, and it never feels good. All right, are we gonna go to McAllister Park? So I think we have about 60% left, and I've done 14 miles. So right behind you, right behind you. You're good, you're good.
Thank you, brother.
Flying. Feels good. Been a good ride. I went to the coast recently and I took my wheel with me. I rode it a little bit, but not too much. It wasn't my primary focus while I was down there. Fishing was, and spending time with the kids was. So that's what I did most of, but I do have a little bit of footage of me. Look, let's jump down. Oh, yeah, that went good, but you never know. You never quite know how it's going to turn out. Yeah, I'm taking chances doing jumps. And I said I wasn't a jumper or a trickster, and I'm not. But I happen to know this trail and that jump. I knew exactly what it entailed, and I knew what I'm capable of too. So, you know, when I feel good about something, I don't mind taking little chances and risks, because you know they're calculated chances and risks, you know, and it's on me, you know. If I choose to do something, I get hurt, I got nobody to blame but myself. So I take responsibility for my actions and safety, my own safety. And you have to, you know, if you're gonna ride one of these things on you know, treacherous territory and around other cars and traffic, you have to take responsibility, because they're not. You're moving so fast and you're so invisible to them, man. Literally invisible to them. They don't see you to the last damn minute. And if you're going fast, it's not gonna be pretty. All right, we finally did make it to McAllister Park, and this is the dog park. Say hello to the dog park. We'll go check out the pump track real quick. We'll do a little pump track footage. Patton's riding good, man. Somebody asked me to comment on this wheel that I got from, I'm talking about the tire. Somebody asked me to comment on the tire I got, the Yuanxing, Y-U-A-N-X-I-N-G. Kind of a, well, definitely a Chinese name, but kind of a lesser known name. You may have heard of the Shinko 244. This tire is very similar to the Shinko 244. Every time I see a picture of it online, I'm like, yeah, the tread pattern, that looks exactly like my tire, the Yuanxing. YE sells didn't offer the Shinko, but they did the Yon Xing. I don't know, but I got it and I like it. Let me show you the tread pattern. Here's what the tread pattern looks like. Very similar to the Shinko 244. Anyway, we're at the pump track, and this place is kind of interesting. We're pumping. I tell you what, I've been carrying that camera. I've been riding since I left the house, carrying that damn camera, and it's a bit of a pain in the ass to ride and carry a camera. So I hope y'all appreciate what I go through to capture some footage for you guys. Anyway, yeah, to have hands free, it makes things a little bit easier. Ooh, some scary inclines there. So this is McAllister Park, the pump track, and as you can probably hear, a lot of airplane traffic because the airport is just on the other side of the pasture over there. So pardon the airplane noise. All right, need to check my battery level. Been riding for some time. Been riding almost an hour, and I've done almost 17 miles, and the phone battery is low, and my EUC battery is 65%.